Welcome to our final lesson. In this lesson, we're going to be going through a whole bunch of stuff to get you ready to get this app live, starting with our global data restrictions. Now, global data restrictions are a really powerful tool, and you can find them within the users area and the data restrictions tab. These allow you to place global wide rules. For example, we have our conditional logic where that happens at the block level. Global data restrictions happens at the app level. Now, we have an entire video dedicated to permissions and discussing this in our Getting Started series, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But we are going to set up a couple rules for our application now to show you how it's done. So let's create our first rule. We get started by connecting to our data source. We're going to find our inventory management, and then we're going to go to purchase orders. And we're going to focus on our sales manager user group because we know that sales managers have restrictions here, meaning we can only view purchase orders, but they can't create, edit, or delete. So let's go to create and say, no, you can't create new purchase orders. You also can't edit new purchase orders. So we'll say users can't edit any records. And then same thing with delete. We'll go users can't delete any records. And so now we have created a rule where sales managers cannot create, update, or delete any of the purchase orders. This makes it so, just in case we forgot a visibility setting somewhere in the app, this global restriction makes it so that it will always shine through and it will protect us in that way. Really cool. Let's build one more. Let's go in and we'll do the same thing. We'll go into our demo. There we go. And now for this one, we are going to be doing suppliers. All right. Same thing. Sales managers, we cannot allow them to create new suppliers. We're not going to allow them to edit any suppliers. And we're also not going to allow them to delete any suppliers. All right. So now we are protected from our sales managers being able to update, create, or delete any suppliers or purchase orders. Sales orders work well because sales managers and warehouse managers will be able to do that. And now we're protected at the app-wide level with global data restrictions. There's a lot of ways you could do this. It's a really powerful feature in Softr, and I'm super stoked that we have it. Now, let's head over to our settings area and discuss some of the options that we have available here. Now, the first one is a custom domain. And if we go over here to our publish, we'll see that we have a subdomain here, which, by the way, you can change. So it could be something along the lines of inventory management demo 2, and we could keep it that way. So now we can update it and make it a better looking subdomain. Or we could just add our own custom domain, and it could be something along the line of jjangler123.com, and then add these records to our DNS provider. So if it's GoDaddy or Namecheap, you go in there, you modify the DNS, you add this A record and this CNAME record, and then you come back, you refresh. Now, once you refresh it, you need to make sure that you publish the app with the new custom domain, and then your app will be available at the jjangler123.com domain that we just added instead of this subdomain here. All right, so you have the ability to do global data restrictions, your custom domains. Let's also talk about mobile apps. So you can turn this app into a progressive web app if you're on the business plan or higher. A progressive web app allows you or your users to open the app on their phone and then to download the app to their home screen. So then that way you have an icon on the home screen they can click on and just open the app right there. And the app is already mobile responsive, so it'll look great. And so this is a really convenient way to give access to your employees, to your users, easy access to your app without them having to go to Safari, logging in, all that kind of stuff every time. They just click on the home screen, they got it, and it's there. Now, it does not show up in the app stores. App stores are for consumer apps. These are business apps that we're focusing on. And so these apps, they don't have any kind of place in the app store. And so if someone goes to your app, they were able to download it from that way, but they will not find it on the app store with a progressive web app. Outside of progressive web apps, I want to show you a little bit about the app history. So at any point, you can go in here and take a snapshot of your app. So for example, say you're getting ready to change something. You can go in there and take a snapshot and say, before changing home page, and then you can go change that home page. And if for some reason you just don't like the way that it turned out, you can go back to this and restore to that time of the application to go back in time. So this is a really good way to protect yourself of, I'm getting ready to make changes. I don't know if these changes are going to work out well. And just in case, I want to have a save point that I can restore to should I need to come back in time. And then as you see, Softr's automatically made a lot of snapshots for us. So if some reason something got changed and you're just not aware and things are broken, you can go back in time that way. Now, outside of app history, there's a lot of additional ways that you can modify and prepare your app to go live. If you have a public facing app and you want to focus on SEO settings, you can come in here, add your Google site verification. You can do additional SEO related optimization to make sure your app ranks highly. You also can add a ton of different integrations that we've built in for you. And so this allows you to expand your app even further and use additional capabilities. Beyond that, let's go over to the add guest collaborators. And so if at any time you want to invite team members to build with you, you can invite them this way. And then that way they can join the studio and build with you. Just one note that you two cannot be building at the same time together. It has to be in different times. Otherwise, you will step on each other in that way. And finally, let's discuss preview versus publish. Now, we've already talked a lot about preview and we've used it a lot, but publish makes it so once we publish this, it will be live on the internet and anybody with this domain will be able to access it. And right now, the app isn't published. So if they try to access that domain, they just won't be able to see it. Let's see, if I go here, can't find the application. But if as soon as we publish it, it will be accessible. Before we publish anything, it's always best to preview your application and to go through it like a new user would be. So for example, I'd say go to preview as and go to a non-logged in user. And then start going through the flow of signing up for the first time, seeing what that's like, jj@softr.io. And then I'm going to be sent a verification code. I got the code. And now I should be directed to the dashboard page because that's how we've configured our page rules. Now I'm on the dashboard page and I'm in here and able to access the application. I can also go into my account settings here that we've already configured. I can see all this stuff. I can go in here. I can add my profile image if I wanted to. And generally, I have access to the app. Just one note, though. This user right now didn't actually get any kind of user group. So we would need to account for new users being automatically assigned to a user group of maybe a sales manager or something like that, or build an additional way to onboard users to make sure that they're falling into the right user groups. Otherwise, it is ready to go. We are ready to publish the application and incredible work making it this far of the series. I hope you learned a ton in this process. I hope the app that you built, you're not only proud of, but can continue to use in your own way for your own business and your own use cases. Plus, if you need anything else, let us know. We have a lot of resources to help you. You can find our community at community.softr.io. You can find our academy at academy.softr.io. The academy is loaded with over 100 plus lessons. And then the community is our online forum where you can ask questions and get responses from our community. And then at any time, if you have questions, you can also go in the bottom right corner and contact support. We have a world-class support team. They answer within 3 minutes at all hours of the day. And not only do they help you with technical issues, but if you just have general how to build questions, they can help you with that as well. So check out some of our tutorials, our help docs, our community. We are here to support you in this journey. And I really hope you enjoyed this course. If so, leave us a comment below, leave us a review, let us know what we could do better. Let us know what kind of content you want us to make in the future. Otherwise, I'm JJ. Thanks for tuning in to this Softr course. I hope you enjoyed it. Go tell the world what you created, and I will see you around.